Formerly known as Anagaluski by the Cherokee Indians, Flowery Branch was once a small trading post that eventually developed and grew into an official railroad stop and the hub for the cotton market in Northeast Georgia. Just as important as the location was back then, it's even more important now because of how this small town feels much bigger because of all the surrounding cities. And before we talk about those bigger cities, let's talk about what's in Flowery Branch. Stonebridge Village is the main shopping center for Flowery Branch, and just to name drop some of the big box stores, you have Home Depot, this huge hardware store. Beside that, you have Office Max, which is gonna have any office supplies you need. PetSmart beside that one's obvious. Target, huge retail shop. Kohl's, huge clothing store. And then you have two discount clothing stores being Ross and TJ Maxx. And then a nail salon for you ladies. For restaurants, you have Shane's Rib Shack for barbecue, Shogun for hibachi, J. Christopher's for breakfast, and then Bobby Burgers, Chick-fil-A, obviously that one's phenomenal, and then Chili's if you want a normal menu. On the other side of Stonebridge Village, you have Publix, where shopping is a pleasure, Napoli's if you want some bomb pizza, El Sombrero for like a okay Tex-Mex, Crossroads for a very good bar and grill situation, and then on the other side, you have Domino's if you want like a fast food pizza, and then if you need a bank, a nice credit union, My Georgia Credit Union is actually the one I use. I like it. All right, so now let's head downtown. And Flowery Branch downtown is actually really cool because depending on the time of year, it'll either be every Thursday or every other Thursday. There'll be a farmer's market where there's like 1,000 people, it feels like. Everyone in Flowery Branch is there. And then at the amphitheater, you'll have live music, people walking around. If you're not doing that, you have a coffee shop, you have Beer Me, which is trivia night, bar and grill, and then this fire pizza place. And lastly, you have Antebellum if you're looking for an upper echelon restaurant. And the last big thing Flowery Branch has to offer is Lake Lanier. Whether you wanna drop your boat in, jump in the lake, or eat by the lake. The two restaurants that come to mind for anyone within 15-20 miles is Fishtails and Pigtails. It's a sister company. Fishtails is a phenomenal seafood restaurant, one of my favorites. The other one is Pigtails. It's barbecue. Now, you never knew you wanted barbecue on the lake until you have it. It's been featured in the news. That's the go-to spot. And you cannot forget about La Casa del Taco. It's my favorite restaurant. The food portions, phenomenal. The price, phenomenal. Food quality, extraterrestrial. Now, let's not forget about the schools. You could be zoned for West Hall and then Flowery Branch, which is gonna have great sports programs, great academics, it's clean, nice environment. You're gonna have Cherokee Bluff, which is a new build, phenomenal school, and you could even be zoned for Buford High School depending on where you are at. If you're an outdoorsy person, we have Cherokee Bluff Park where you can go hiking, fishing, or taking your dog to the dog park. If you're a sports person, we have Mulberry being the first one where you can play pickleball in the beginning of the day and then pick up basketball. You can find me there throughout the rest of the night. And you have the Atlanta Falcons training camp where the general public is allowed to come watch some of their practices and they'll talk to some of the fans, they'll sign autographs, all the fun stuff. The last big thing is Alberta Banks Park where you have a playground, a softball field, pickleball courts, and then tennis courts. And if you're a golfer, you're in luck because you're actually in the middle of 4 different golfing locations. In Oakwood, you have Chicopee Woods. Closer to Brazelton, you have Reunion. In Brazelton, you have Chateau Lawn. Now that one's upper echelon. That's a very nice golf course. And then you can even do Top Golf in Buford. And that leads us into our next segment, the surrounding cities. That's what makes Flowery Branch feel so big is because of how close you are to these other cities. Oakwood, you have tons of fast food restaurants. You have University of North Georgia, a Walmart, a Sam's. If you go a little bit more north, you have Gainesville, which is gonna have a really cool downtown area. It's called The Square with several different upper echelon restaurants and businesses that's really fun to go to. Another Lake Lanier access point. And then in Brazelton, you have Northeast Georgia Hospital, a Kroger, another Publix, more restaurants, more businesses. Then lastly, you have Buford, which is obviously known for the Mall of Georgia, one of the biggest malls in all of North America, home to 100+ different stores on the inside. And then on the outside of the Mall of Georgia, you have hundreds and hundreds of businesses or restaurants. Now, if you're looking to move here, you're probably wondering what you can expect to live in. Well, you actually have an amazing variety of different homes and style of homes you can live in. You have starter homes, luxury homes, townhomes, and new construction. And probably the most fun are the lake homes. If you have any question about anything that I've said or anything that I may have missed, put it down below in the comments. I will reply to any and every comment. If you're looking to make a move here, if you're excited to move here, click the link below in the description. It'll connect us. We'll have a phone call and talk about it. But that's it for me today. I'm out of here.